Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to focus on a smaller pen maker. These two pens were made by Gregory Hardy of Hardy Penwrights. He's based here in the U.S. in New York. He's a fairly small pen maker. I think in the shop, the last I heard, it was just him and his son. But that was last year, so maybe they have new employees by now, but it's still a fairly small shop. He's a retired school superintendent and he's all self-taught. So if you would like more information about him and his shop, you can visit his website, hardypens.com. And also the St. Louis Pen Show, their YouTube page. They have a pretty good interview with him where he goes through his a tour of his shop, and he also talks about some of the pens he's made, his history, and his product line. So that was pretty interesting. It's fairly long. I haven't gotten through it all. But this first pen is the Traveler, the 10T Traveler in Diamond Cast Copper line. I bought this pen several months ago, so I've had it for quite a while. This pen right here I just received today. This is also their 10T Travelers, and this is in a Jonathan Brooks Primary Manipulation 4 resin. So I'll show you the box here and everything you get. So this is the box with this logo and nothing really in it. The pen is just nestled in here, and it's a magnetic closure. Simple box. And he also gives you a folder here, and the folder has a sticker with this logo on it, and it has this information here about, you see a picture of him and his website, and on the back here you have his address. He's based in New York, and it's a picture of a generic pen and all the parts, and there he goes into your pen. So I have a Joe number 6, Brooks Primary Manipulation 4. It's a R-stop. It's a roll stop, and this was produced in 2022. And then he signs it there. A little booklet to scribble in. He also gives you this, just a handwritten note, handwritten thank you note. And you see this is on the 25th, and I think that's when I ordered it, and it came today, which is the 27th. But we're really pretty close, New York to Maryland. So, but I've had positive experiences with this shipping. The first pen was a little slow getting to me, but he gave me a heads up that he was going to be at a pen show. So, I mean, still it wasn't very long. So, very good customer service. So here we have the 10T Traveler in Diamond Cast Copper Line resin. This has a fine stainless steel Jowo number 6 nib. Basic nib, just has his logo on it. Says his logo there. I think that's I'm not sure if that's plastic or ebonite, but you can see the sheen it has to it. Very beautiful. Has a slightly rounded top, plastic grip, and it does come with a converter. Takes a while to screw this off, but that's the converter. Just a basic pushing converter. I don't know if you can eyedropper these. Probably not. He didn't state it on his website, so I don't know about that. That's that. This is the cap. You can see the sterling silver roll stop with his logo there. And it's also slightly rounded. So this is as I say, a fine nib. They also come in extra fine, medium, broad, and 1.1 stub. Each of his blanks are handmade, so it's very nice. This is also a 10T Travelers, but this is using the Jonathan Brooks Primary Manipulation 4 resin. Still has a stainless steel roll stop. Same screw top. This has a slightly sharper compared to this one. It has a slightly sharper taper to the cap. And same with the bottom, has a slightly sharper taper. But other than that, these are pretty much identical. Same converter, pushing converter. And the same nib for this one is a medium. And it says medium over here. Same feed. You can actually, these caps are interchangeable, so you can put this cap on. You want to switch up the look. That are the pens. I'm going to go into a writing sample. Both of these pens were $185 plus $10 shipping. So I'll start with the first one that I bought. I'll give you some pros and cons. So both of the pen, it's the Hardy Penwrights. Untitled Traveler. This is their diamond cast copper line resin. Nib. It's a fine Jowo stainless steel. And it's very nice, smooth nib, a little bit of feedback, but very nice to write with. The ink is Birmingham Pen Company. This is their Bowler Steam. That's the color of Bowler Steam. It's a nice bluish green. And I'll go into the pros and cons together because these are pretty much the same pen except for a little bit of a design change in the finials. So this next pen, Jonathan Brooks. Again, the pen is Hardy pens, and this is the 10T Traveler and Brooks. And if you're not familiar with Jonathan Brooks, there's a good YouTube video featuring him and Fig Boot. And I also talked about Jonathan a little bit in my Leonardo Momento Zero Grande Supernova. It's also a Jonathan Brooks Primary Manipulation 4. It's a Primary Manipulation 4 resin. And the nib is a medium Jowo number 6 stainless steel, and this one is also number 6. This nib is super smooth. It wants to slide. And the ink is Palette Euro. Shizuku Aji Sai. And again, mentioning the Jonathan Brooks resin. This is my Leonardo. So these are both primary manipulation 4 resins. And also I have a Monte Grappa Mia. I said that pretty nicely there. Monte Grappa Mia. And this is I'm not sure if this is a primary manipulation 4 or what this is. But this is the Monte Grappa Mia. You can see they all kind of resemble a little bit. This may be a primary manipulation 1. I'm not sure. It doesn't really state it on Italian pens, which is where I bought this. You can see these two are very similar. And this is like $600. This is close to 6, maybe 6 as well. And this one is $185. Yeah, $185. This just happens to be my favorite pen. It replaced the Momento Magico, but I'll do a video on this at a later point. But back to this one. So I'm gonna go into some pros and cons. Let's start with my left hand. You can't post it. I mean, you can post it, but I mean, look how long it is. It is secure, but very, very long. So pros, it's obvious. These are beautiful. Beautiful looks. I love the roll stop. Roll stop. Simple. And that the clip doesn't really detract from the looks. It's just nice to have the more pen. These are nice writers, both of them, the fine and the medium. Nice writers. Sturdy design. Doesn't feel flimsy at all. And some cons. Say for cons. For one, I don't have a lot of cons. I really highly recommend these pens. I would say these threads here are just a little rough to me. But they don't interfere, only when I kind of notice. But right here at the step up there, you can feel it quite a bit. But if you hold the pen down here, you shouldn't really feel it. There's a little rough, and I really don't have any other cons. These are beautiful pens, very well made. They are $185, which is expensive, yes, but compared to, like I said, these two, I mean, these two here, I mean, this is just a bargain. It's such a beautiful writer. And it's nice to support the little guy. And so I like buying from smaller businesses every now and then. The nib is a little simple. But that's just nitpicking. I'm assuming, well, he does probably get these from Joe, so there's a lot of costs that it's involved in making these more intricate and more, fancy. It just has his logo there. But yeah, you see a pen this beautiful and you expect kind of a fancy frilly nib, but I mean the nib is nice. It is, nice big nib, and just it flows. There is no line weight variation because these are steel nibs. But he does offer 18 karat. There's an option for 18 karat, and it's $125 more. Maybe next order I'll get a 14 karat. He has a lot of beautiful designs and beautiful colors. So yeah, I don't really have any negatives to say about this pen. These are all just nitpicking just to have something here. But I highly recommend you check out. If you don't mind the roll stop, some people may like a clip if you're used to a clip, but I like this roll stop. I wonder, how deeply it's in there, but it hasn't moved or anything. I don't know how it's on, but and one pro is that, as I always rant about, is that this is a good thing. It includes converter, and it includes great customer service. And nice packaging. But they included information in the book and everything. It's just a plus. So that's my Hardy Penwrights review. If you like this style, or if you like, he also has pens with clips, and he has a smaller version of this, which is the 20. I think it's the 28C, which is just a little bit smaller than these, smaller version of these. And then he has Italian style pens. I think they call the Style 10, which they have a clip. His Style 28, I think that also has a clip. And he also has super expensive pens on his website that are one-offs. So check out his website. I'm very happy with these purchases, and I'll purchase more from him. So that's my review for Hardy Penwrights, the 10T Traveler. So until next time, take care.